What up, everybody? Been a couple weeks since I made a video. I really just didn't have enough time or enough. I couldn't really afford to like buy stuff to do it, but we got a good bit of overtime at work, so I started kind of buying things here and there, a little bit more stuff. I came out here and actually like studied how to do shit. I started wiring up the push button start and the ignition, so I may end up doing that in this. I'm probably gonna do it in this video, just not today. Probably tomorrow or something. But in other news, bought a welding machine. I was supposed to go get some argon today, but nobody. That shit's expensive, actually. For a bottle, you can buy the bottle for $300, but you have to go back and get it refilled and everything. Somebody else I knew, they had some, and it was passed down to him or something. Full bottles of argon. He wanted $20 a bottle, but he said it was old as fuck. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm supposed to use that or not. I may still end up going to get it because it's $20 a bottle. Which, I mean, if anything, I just let the gas out and go get it refilled. So he said they're full. So I don't know. But we are getting that piece put together right there. That's what I wanted to focus on right now. I'm gonna try to put a good enough weld on it without gas, but we're gonna see. It's not going so well. Like, I tried it yesterday, but I didn't have my welding hood, so I got one now, and I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. I'm probably gonna grab another piece of pipe or a piece of metal or something around here, and try to practice on it, try to get it tested and set right so I can weld this. But yeah, that's what I'm about to do. I don't know if you can see it from here, but I got a battery in there. Shit's getting serious. So I just wanted to play with it. Because that jump pack that I was putting on it wasn't quite enough to like really do anything. So I went and bought a battery. It was like $70 or something like that from Walmart. Bought the battery bolts or whatever to hold on the terminals or whatever, because the side posts, they need those. I'll show you in a minute. But they got the end on them with a nut on it, so that way you can put accessory wires on it. Because I got a couple that I need to put on there. So we're getting that put together. Working on the driver's side exhaust. I can't do much with it. I can weld this up, and then I gotta remeasure the pipe because I forgot what size it was. But then I gotta order V-bands, get those welded on, and we'll be having it routed out of the bumper. And then once we have the exhaust done, we can bolt all that on. I'm dreading the fuel system because there's so much shit that I have to do with that. It's kind of dumb. But fuel system right now is the last thing on my list. I want it to get the engine all put together and everything. And get it to turn over. Make sure it's all wired up right, and spray something into the intake, let it pop off, and that'll let me know that I'm ready. I got the green light to go ahead and get the fuel system set up. So we're getting there, slowly but surely. We are getting there. Somebody came and looked at the dirt bike earlier, didn't want it, so I almost traded it, and I still may. I don't know. I almost traded it for like a 99 Cherokee 4-wheel drive. Ran like shit, but I don't know. Dude was kind of weird. So we're probably not going to do that anymore. Plus the wife says we need the money more. I don't know why, but because I keep spending it on this probably, but no, I'm financially stable. I know when to stop spending money on parts. I need the top priority, paying a house note. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna weld on this. I'm sure y'all don't want to see me fucking welding, so I'm gonna weld it up, try to get it right. I'm not gonna show you the welds. It's not gonna be shown. I'm buying an exhaust strap and I'm wrapping this bitch up after I get it fucking welded. If I weld it all the way out with this, without the gas. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, did the best I could without gas on there. There it is. That's all you need to see. I gotta wait for my grinder battery to charge. I'm gonna clean it up, make it look a little bit better. But yeah, I don't know if I showed that already. That's the Aces power and ground. But I got the battery in here. This is what I was talking about earlier. Got those ordered from Amazon. They fit like a glove. Here's the power to the push button start. I still need to finish wiring all that up. I think all I have to do now is just wire the signal wire to the starter and we can bump it over. Oh, I still have to go get a inline fuse so that way I don't fuck anything up. But I might mess with this. This is the fuel pump wire. I might end up messing with that, trying to plug it in somewhere. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that yet. I don't know. Last on the priority list, like I just said. But what else? It's really just finished up the exhaust. Oh, I missed a piece of the fucking heater core. I'm sitting down there. But yeah, I need to go. I'm gonna do a whole once over before I hook power up to the Aces. That way I don't burn anything up or anything like that, hopefully. And before we actually drive the car and all that junk, gotta drill a hole in each side of the exhaust and weld in the bungs for the O2 or the wide bands. Then it's drive shaft, brakes, front brakes, probably the rear brakes. I have not messed with those. And that's just everything to get it running for right now. I keep seeing, and I said this last time in the last video, but I keep seeing more and more on the whole Aces system. But like I said, keep seeing more and more about it. Some people saying they're junk and this, that, and the other, but it's like you can't really base that off of what someone's saying. That's not like an official, I guess, like for Aces, because there's always install errors and all that shit, or maybe like the wrong application, maybe you like installed it wrong, shit like that. But yeah, I'm just hoping for the best for this car, honestly. Get it started, run it. If I hear it run, that's it. I'm finishing it. Like, all my money into this car. I'm so excited to hear this car. I don't know if you, see that right there? That's a Milwaukee light. I went to Home Depot and they talked me into signing up for their credit card, and they said pick a free gift, and that was one of them. So that's not like insanely bright. Maybe it is, I don't know. But I thought that was pretty cool. And I got $25 off of my purchase that day. So I ended up spending 12 bucks or something. We just did the whole flower bed in front of the house. We still got to finish it. We got rained out today. But yeah, that's pretty much it for right now. Like I said, I'm probably about to finish the push start on the car. I need to figure out how I'm gonna mount that switch panel. I'm gonna show you why in a second. I originally wanted to mount it up in here, and I still might, but it's kind of like I gotta reach right here, but it's not super inconvenient, because I think I need to get the hardware to bolt this thing in. But as I was messing around, because I tried to pull the whole dash out the other day to get that that heater core box out of the way, and I needed to remove the radio, and I haven't put it back in. It's right there, but right here would just be so clean. Like, that would be so clean. But I want the radio, because it's not like a super race car or nothing like that. What the hell was that? I don't know. But yeah, I want the radio in the car, so I'll probably end up putting it right here. I'll just have to get like a panel or something to, I don't even know how I'm gonna do that, but need something to go right there. I wired all this up the other day behind it. But yeah, that's where we're gonna put it. I got, what did I do the other day? Oh shit, I have to think about what I did now. It was so hot in here the other day. Oh! Oh my gosh. The horn works. It's gonna run. It's gonna run. I didn't think that was gonna work. Cool. That's fucking hilarious. But yeah, so I got, it doesn't look great, it's just temporary, but that's for the ignition. And where did, oh, that's right, that's for the Aces. That's the 12 key on, 12 volt key on. So I got that wired in there. It's all temporary, just so I can see if everything turns on. So pretty much everything for Aces is hooked up other than the fuel pump wire. And I have to see how that works, because what I was gonna do was do my own fuel system, just like a standalone type of fuel system. But I think that only works on like the carbureted vehicles. But I don't know. I haven't looked into it, and that's why I'm not trying to say I know anything, but that's what I would assume, because the fuel injection, they have to regulate it and all that. So I would assume so, but I don't know. But maybe that's just regulated through the injectors, and it just needs the fuel to make it happen. I don't know. But yeah, I wanted to hook it up to this so I can flip on the fuel. Probably I don't even know if I would have to turn on the fans with the Aces, because the Aces has the temp sensor with it. I could probably put like a, I don't know, maybe not. I don't know what I want to do with these other two switches, or these three, because I should have just got the one that was just that half, or that half. That would have been more ideal, but I'll have these just in case I want to put something in here. I don't know what yet, but we will figure it out. All right, guys. New day. We're about to wire up the push button start. There's no oil in it, but there is assembly lube. I'm just gonna bump it over one time. I'm gonna video it too. That way I can go back and look at it every time I lose motivation. But I went and got a ground distribution board from Harbor Freight. I ordered an inline fuse, but it's not gonna be here till Wednesday. So today we're gonna cut the wire where I'm gonna put the inline fuse at, strip it, and then we're gonna put a fuse in line with it, but not with the holder or whatever. We're just gonna wrap it around the fuse. Just so I can see it bump over, and I'll be done until I can finish it up right. When I go back to actually do the switch, I'm gonna clean up all the wiring. What is all that up there? I don't know. I think that's just extra. Yeah, that's what that is. Extra sheathing for the wires or whatever. But anyways, yeah, just gonna clean it up a little bit. I might try to finish up the at least get it mocked up for the rest of the exhaust going to the bumper and everything. I might do that. But yeah, we're just kind of buttoning it, like tying up loose ends today of what I can at least. I think I'm gonna wait until I order the brake line kit to remove the old shit. So that way I have a little bit of something to go off of. I'm gonna route it differently too, and I'm actually gonna use the bender if I can. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do with that. So yeah, I'm gonna clean all that up. Right now, I'm just gonna see it bump over, get it where I want it, tidy everything up, and then I'm still not putting power to the aces until the exhaust is finished. And I have everything else put on here. I need to turn this fucking fan on and open up these doors. It's hot as fuck down here. But yeah, so before I started doing like the push start button or whatever, I was getting ahead of myself. And I started to route the signal wire because I was just gonna make my own and just put it to the key. But I don't really want to do that anymore. So I'm gonna throw that wire away or whatever, or clip the end off of it and reuse it later for something else. And I'll be running that and the ground wire from the push button start. And then I'm gonna cut the power wire to the switch and strip it, and that's where we're gonna put the fuse at. So let's get to it. All right, so I know it's dirty in here, it still is. I'm not gonna clean it until I hear it run. This is the power wire for the the push button start. I gotta route it right. I think I'm gonna route it right the first time, that way I don't have to go back and do it. But I gotta get some mounting hardware for this ground distribution block. I'm gonna mount it up in the heater core delete plate or whatever. I got it running up to the ground on the battery from here. Let's see. Let's go up here. Nothing's ran permanently yet. I'm just getting all this loosely mounted. Still got to figure out the fuel pump. I haven't messed with that yet. Like I said I was. I just get too busy around here. But anyways, yeah, so now all I have to do is hook up the power wire to the ignition switch and hook up the ground to it. And we should be able to bump this thing over. So I'm gonna finish doing that. And if y'all want like a more in-depth video on how to wire that switch up, I'll do one, but I don't really get any comments from anybody, so it is what it is. I'm about to start expanding my social media, because I have a Facebook page on my repair business, but I'm about to start posting more videos on the car. I've already posted it in here before, I mean in the Facebook page, but I haven't posted my YouTube on there. I've just posted the car. So I'm probably about to link my YouTube on there and advertise for it. That way I get like a better fan base, I guess. Most of it's just people that I do know already, and that's kind of embarrassing, but I mean, whatever, you gotta get started somehow. So here's what it is. If they don't like it, they can not like it. I don't care. I'm just gonna do me. That's just the best way to be. So let's get this switch hooked up and bump this bad boy over. I must be doing something right, because it just turned over, as you just saw. So I did it a little bit longer than what I said I was going to do. It's still got assembly lube in there, and if Cletus can run a motor for 10 seconds without oil in it, I think I can turn it over like that without oil in it. So it'll be fine. But yeah, I think that's a pretty good stopping point for the day. Well, I don't know. I may end up, I just looked down at the exhaust. I may end up doing that too. I think I'm going to do that. I still have like a good bit of time left in the day. So I'm going to get that mocked up, slap the bumper on there, probably cut a hole out for it. I'm not really showing much. I guess I should show. I got ahead of myself. I was getting excited. I should have showed the wiring and everything. It's not really done though, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'll show that in a minute too. So I mean, we're getting somewhere. That was a big upper, I guess. To see that motor cranked over, not by hand, that's awesome. I can't stop smiling now. So finish the exhaust, spray some fluid in it, hook the coils up. Well, the coils are already hooked up. I just got to mount them. Yeah, we'll hear some fucking noise. All right, so I said I was going to mock it up, but like I came out here, I had some pieces that were already cut up from old stuff. I was originally going to use this piece and, oh, no, other way. Have it do like something like that, and then I would just cut the end off and straighten it out, but it was hanging too low. So then I'm looking around and I see this piece, and I'm gonna have a V-band right there, but it comes straight to the bumper, So, and I'm gonna use that hanger there for support. I'm gonna take all that other shit down that's right there. I think that's all just ABS stuff. Maybe not, actually. I'm gonna have to look into that, see what that is before I take it off. I don't think I need it, but I'm gonna just be precautious from now on. But, yeah. It's gonna look like shit, but it's gonna be cool. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for that. I'm gonna wait until I have the V-bands to cut the hole because I want to know exactly where I want it and all that shit. So, but that works out perfect on this side. Something I didn't think about. I don't know if I'm ever gonna go back with the sway bar because some people said you don't need it when drag racing, but I don't know. I feel like I would need that, but I'm about to go look up a bunch of stuff about the sway bar and the fuel pump, so that way we can get it going. But yeah, I wish this was up a little bit higher, kind of tucked up, and I may end up doing something like that. Kind of, whenever I take this out, I can just hook it up against the actual frame itself. That would look a lot cleaner. But yeah, I also need to see. Yeah, I had to think about that. That's kind of close to the ground because the oil pan's right there, and these cars already have clearance issues. That's something else I need to get to, is that trans cross member, or no, the torque arm mount. I need to get the flat one because that one's got the dip in it for whatever reason, and that thing's going to be low. But yeah, this is where we're at right now with this. Yeah, I think what I'm going to end up doing, and that'll also get it out the way of the sway bar, I'm going to drop this stuff if I can. I'm almost certain that I can, but I'm going to drop this out, probably cut it somewhere like right up here or something, and throw a 90 on it, or like another 45, and try to run it out where in the place of this, so that way it comes straight out the bumper. But that's all I got for now. See y'all in the next one.